I'm Andy McNamara, and it's my pleasure to welcome you in for what should be an exciting matchup. Today's matchup is as close as you can get on paper. These teams are very evenly matched. In a matchup this close, the home crowd might be enough to push the balance away from the visiting team. We'll know the answer soon enough. Little on the kick. And the defender got him down. First and 10. Jones hands it off. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. That will be good for about one. Indianapolis makes their way up to the line. Makes the throw short to the sideline. That'll bring up third down. Third down for the offense. 13 yards to go. Jones hands it off. He's tackled. Gain of 6 on the play. First down and 10 to go. Jones gives it away. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Small gain on the play. Second down, 7 yards to go. Jones drops back the pass. Tosses a pass. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. The offense comes in on third down. Receiver in motion. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. And he's immediately brought down. Gain of 18 on the play. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs. Motion for the offense. Jones gives it away. Taken down by Saunders. That'll bring up second down. The offense comes in on second down. 15 yards to go. Motion for the offense. Designed QB run. And he safely slides to the ground. That's good for 10 yards. The offense will operate from under center. Dropping back. He makes the throw over to the sideline. And he will be brought down by Lewis. That brings up second down. Indianapolis makes their way to the line here on second down. Dropping back. Jones lets it fly. And count it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. They'll opt for the single-point attempt here. Here's the kick. And the extra point is good. The first score of the game does go to Indianapolis. Let's see if they hold on. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He sends it off. Sheds off the first tackle, and he's tackled. First and 10. Player in motion. Lawrence hands it off. And the tackle is made. Short gain on the play. Jacksonville gets set on second down. Tosses it over the middle of the field. And he's tackled right away. That gets us to third down. Third down coming up for Jacksonville. Sets his feet and throws. And the defense brings him down. Tackle made by Jones. Penalty marker on the field. Let's see what the call is. It looks like they're going to call a face mask on that play. They'll accept the penalty. First and 10. He's not going anywhere. Franklin with the sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. Jacksonville breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Receiver in motion. Lawrence hands it off. And he'll be tackled near the line. Gain of 1 on the play. Jacksonville breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. A flag on the play. Ooh, somebody jumped. That's going to be a false start. They'll accept the penalty. Jacksonville coming up for third down here. Player in motion to the left. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. The pass is intercepted. Indianapolis getting set to start off the drive. Jones gives it away. Lloyd with the tackle. That'll bring up second down. A two-back set for the offense. Jones gives it away. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That's good for 10 yards. First and 10 for the offense. Go! He'll hand it off to Taylor. And Lloyd brings him down. That will push them back 3 yards. Second and long for the offense. He steps back to pass. Jones lets it fly. And he's brought down by Lewis. There's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. This one is going to go against the defense for a face mask. They'll accept the penalty. From under center. He steps back to pass. Tosses the ball. And count it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense sets up for the point after. Go! There's the kick. And the extra point is good. That will wrap things up for the first quarter. Indianapolis with a commanding lead so far. Here comes the kicking team. The kick's away. Tackled after returning it up near the 25-yard line. They will look to get this drive going here from the 25. The receiver goes into motion. Steps into the pocket. Penalty marker on the field. Batted down and incomplete. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. This is going to be defensive holding, and they'll accept the penalty. Jacksonville sets up on first down. Lawrence back to pass. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. It's down, it's caught, and down he goes. A huge gain by the offense. Motion for the offense. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. Throws this one deep along the right side of the field. Jacksonville into the end zone. Touchdown. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. Little will boot this one away. And the extra point is good. That will pull Jacksonville a bit closer. Here comes the kicking team. Little on the kick. They will look to get this drive going here from the 25. Jones hands it off. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That brings up second down. The offense will operate from under center. He gives it away. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play. Third down and short. Kicks to the right side. And he's brought down by Lewis. First down, Indy. First and 10. Jones drops back to pass. He makes the throw. And it's knocked away by the defense. Indianapolis makes their way up to the line. He drops back to pass. Finds a target. The pass is incomplete. Third down and 10 to go. He drops back into the pocket. Play action pass. It will be caught by Pierce. He's put to the turf. A huge gain by the offense. Three receiver personnel for the offense. Player in motion. He fakes the handoff. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Jones gives it away. And he's tackled. That's good for about 7 yards. The offense comes in on third down. 3 yards to go. Running the RPO, he'll give it away and let the runner take it. And he will be brought down by Smith. They'll lose 1 on the play. The field goal unit makes its way up to the line. It's up. And the kick is good. That score extends Indy's lead a bit more. The kicking team set up to boot it away. The kick's away. And he's tackled. Let's see what Jacksonville does to start this drive. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. Makes the throw over to the left side. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second and 10. Lawrence back to pass. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Hunter inhales that pass. Wrapped him up. Tackle by Franklin. A huge pickup there by the offense. Third play of the drive. Go! Hands it to the runner on the right side. And the defense brings him down. Tackle made by Jones. Gain of 14 on the play. Jacksonville sets up on first down. He makes the handoff. Ripped to the ground. Gain of 6 on the play. One back deep for the offense. Go! Lawrence gives it away. Stopped before he can break free. That gets us to third down. Third down coming up for Jacksonville. Motion for the offense. Steps into the pocket. Thomas makes the grab. And down he goes. Gain of 18 on the play. First and goal. The runner takes the toss to the right. And the tackle is made. That gets us to second down. The offense comes to the line on second and goal. Go! Pitch right to the runner. Tackle made by Cross. Gain of 1 on the play. Third and goal. Third down coming up for Jacksonville. Tonight. Lawrence gives it away. And he scores! The kicking team sets up for the extra point. Little will boot this one away. And it sails through. That will pull Jacksonville a bit closer. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Little will boot this one away. And he's tackled here. First down and 10 to go. He drops back. Jones lets it fly. He's put to the turf. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. First and 10 for the offense. He decides to keep it himself, and he'll take a slide here. That will be good for about 6. Second down for the offense. 13 yards to go. He tosses one up near the 50. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Gain of 4 on the play. A fresh set of downs for Indianapolis. He drops back into the pocket. And he'll be pulled down immediately. Gain of 18 on the play. 5th play of the drive. Jones drops back to pass. Pittman grabs it, and he safely steps out of bounds. First down, Indy. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. Jones drops back to pass. Tipped away and incomplete. Indianapolis makes their way to the line here on second down. Jones lets it fly, and the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Let's see if the offense continues their rhythm on third downs. So far today, they've had the defense's number. Pass complete and count it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The offense sets up for the point after. It's up. And the extra point is good. That score extends Indy's lead a bit more. The offense lines up to kick it off. On the kickoff. He's tackled. Let's see what Jacksonville does to start this drive. Lawrence lets it go. Tipped away and incomplete. A 2 tight end set for the offense. Lawrence back to pass. The pass connects. Cross brings him to the ground. Jacksonville calling a timeout. That will be their first. That will give Jacksonville a first down. Third play of the drive. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. A flag on the play. I think somebody moved. That's a false start. And they'll accept the penalty. The offense comes in on second down. 9 yards to go. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. Finds a receiver along the sideline. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. Third down coming up for Jacksonville. Lawrence gives it away. The ball is out. And the tackle is made. Indianapolis getting set to start off the drive. Jones drops back to pass. Batted down and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Jones drops back to pass. And he's immediately brought down. Indianapolis calls for timeout. They will have 2 remaining. Small gain on the play. It's a third down for Indy here. Dropping back. He's got a receiver near the 30. That brings up fourth down. The offense lines up to kick the field goal. The kick is up. And the kick is good. That score extends Indy's lead a bit more. The offense lines up to kick it off. He sends it off. Tackle after returning it up near the 25-yard line. Let's see what Jacksonville does to start this drive. He drops back to pass. It will be caught by Hunter. Wrestles him to the ground. Tackle made by Moore. A Jacksonville timeout. That will be their second timeout. That will give Jacksonville a first down. Jacksonville sets up on first down here. Lawrence back to pass. And he's sacked in the backfield by Franklin. That brings us to the end of the second quarter. Here comes the kicking team. He boots it away. First and 10. Motion right. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. And down he goes. Jones on the sack. They'll lose a bunch of yards there. Second down for the offense. He drops back. He makes the throw up near the 45. And the ball is batted down. Let's see if the offense changes up their plan here on third down. So far today, they haven't had much success on third down conversions. The tackle is made. That will give Jacksonville a first down. Jacksonville sets up on first down. Motion for the offense. He drops back to pass. Lawrence with the throw. Gets underneath the ball and brings it in. Cross brings him to the ground. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. Four linemen and three linebackers for the defense. Lawrence gives it away. Tackle made by Cross. Gain of 4 on the play. Sixth play of the drive. Player in motion from the backfield. Outside handoff, and he crosses the goal line for a touchdown! They'll opt for the single-point attempt here. Little on the kick. And the extra point is good. That will pull Jacksonville a bit closer. Here comes the kicking team. Little on the kick. And he is down. Indianapolis getting set to start off this drive. Jones drops back to pass. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. The catch is made by Warren. That will be good enough to move the chains. A fresh set of downs for Indianapolis. Motion left. Jones hands it off. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Indianapolis makes their way to the line here on second down. Designed QB run. And he will be brought down by Smith. That'll bring up third down. Indianapolis sets up on third down. Motion left. Jones drops back to pass. And the ball is batted down. The offense sets up to punt one away. Sanchez kicks it away. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. They'll send a player in motion. He drops back. Lawrence with the throw. Penalty flag on the field. Hunter inhales that pass. And down he goes. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. Don't see this very often. The offense called for pass interference. They'll accept the penalty. First down. They'll send a player in motion. Lawrence gives it away. Tackle made by Stewart. Short gain of 2. Second down and 10 to go. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. QB shows run but pulls it back into pass. And he's immediately brought down. A huge gain by the offense. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. He hands it to the running back. Cross brings him to the ground. That will bring up second down. Second down and short. Player in motion. Lawrence back to pass. He launches one deep down, intercepted. Ripped to the ground. Indianapolis getting set to start off this drive. Jones hands it off, and Miller with the tackle. They'll lose 1 on the play. Indianapolis makes their way to the line here on second down. Dropping back. Flings one. Tracks down that ball. And he will be brought down by Lewis. A huge pickup there by the offense. A fresh set of downs for Indianapolis. Jones drops back to pass. And down he goes. That's a sack. They'll lose a ton on that play. Indianapolis makes their way to the line here on second down. He steps back to pass. And he's brought down in the backfield for a sack. Penalty marker on the field. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. They're going to flag the defense for a face mask there, and they'll accept the penalty. First down and 10 to go. Jones drops back to pass. Throws the ball. Tipped away and incomplete. The offense comes in with 3 receivers. Jones hands it off. That's the end of that play. That's good for 10 yards. They'll send a player in motion. He tosses one. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. The offense is going to try for 3 here. Here's the kick. And it will fall short of the uprights. No good. First and 10 for the offense. On the run pass option, he gives it to the runner. And the defense brings him down. They'll lose 1 on the play. A single back set for the offense. That will do it for the third quarter. Indianapolis on top for now with a small lead. The offense comes in on second down. 11 yards to go. Player in motion to the right. On the handoff, Ward wraps him up for the tackle. Short gain of 2. Third down coming up for Jacksonville. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. There's a flag on the play. Thomas makes the grab, and he'll be pulled down immediately. Let's see what the call is. I think this one is going to go against the offense for pass interference. They will accept the penalty. Jacksonville coming up for third down here. Motion for the offense. Lawrence back to pass. He finds a target up near. The pass is intercepted, and he's stopped around the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs for Indianapolis. Motion for the offense. Jones drops back to pass. He tosses one just beyond the line of scrimmage. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Miller. Gain of 3 on the play. Second down for the offense. QB fakes the handoff and takes it himself. Taken down by Saunders. That will be a loss of 5. Third down for the offense. Steps into the pocket. Pittman grabs it, and the runner is wrestled to the ground. Tackle made by Hunter. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. They're going to flag the defense for a face mask there, and they'll accept the penalty. First down and 10 to go. Jones hands it off. Shakes off the ball is out. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Miller. That's good for 10 yards. Second down for the offense. They'll only need to punch it forward a few inches. He'll toss it off to the left side. And he'll be brought down up near the 5-yard line. They'll lose 1 on the play. Third down. Just 1 yard to go. Jones drops back to pass. He sends this one. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 2-point conversion attempt for the offense. Jones hands it off. And they're able to convert for 2. That score extends Indy's lead a bit more. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He boots it away. The offense will start things off from the 25. Player in motion to the right. Lawrence hands it off. The tackle is made. Loss of 4. Jacksonville gets set on second down. He drops back to pass. Makes the throw. And the receiver just can't find the handle. Third down coming up for Jacksonville. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. And he snagged it. Cross brings him to the ground. Gain of 17. Fourth play of the drive. Lawrence back to pass. And he's going to throw this one away. 2nd and 10. Lawrence drops back into the pocket. A flag on the play. Thomas makes the catch. And he's tackled here. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. Holding is going to be the call. The referee caught him. And they'll keep the play instead of taking the penalty. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. Lawrence back to pass. He makes the throw over the middle. He makes the reception. Tackle made by Cross. That gets us to 2nd down. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs. He gives it away. Jacksonville into the end zone. Touchdown. They'll opt for the single-point attempt here. Hike. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. That will pull Jacksonville a bit closer. And onto the field comes the kicking team. Little will boot this one away. And he's tackled. A fresh set of downs for Indianapolis. Jones drops back to pass. Makes the throw at the side, and it's intercepted. Jacksonville breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Inside handoff. And he's tackled. That'll be good for a couple yards. Two backs for the offense. Lawrence gives it away. He's not going any further. That will be a loss of 2. Third down. 3 yards to go. Lawrence with the throw. The pass is intercepted. He's wrestled down to the ground around the 15. First and 10 for the offense. Player in motion to the right. Go! A flag on the play. The pass is incomplete. We'll see if that holds up after the penalty. It looks like they're going to call holding on the offense, and they'll accept the penalty. Indianapolis makes their way up to the line. Jones drops back to pass. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. Incomplete. Second down. Jones gives it away. Stopped before he can break free. That'll be good for a couple yards. Third down. Jones drops back to pass. Batted down and incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. He makes the punt. That's the end of that play. Let's see what Jacksonville does to start this drive. Lawrence back to pass. And he got him. Stewart for the sack. They'll lose 8 on the play. Second play of the drive. Lawrence back to pass. Finds a receiver along the sideline. Tipped away and incomplete. Third down. He drops back. Throws one. Pass complete. And he's tackled here. Gain of 16 on the play. The offense comes in on 4th down. 2 yards to go. He steps back to pass. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That will be a loss of 5. And the 4th down conversion comes up short. Indianapolis getting set to start off this drive. Jones drops back to pass. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. A Jacksonville timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. They'll lose 8 on the play. Second down. Jones drops back to pass. Looking short for a target over by the sideline. That's the end of that play. A Jacksonville timeout. That will be their second of the half. Gain of 4 on the play. Indianapolis sets up on 3rd down. Motion left. Jones drops back to pass. Defense brings him down. Pittman with the tackle. And the defense brings him down. Tackle made by Jones. Jacksonville calling a timeout. That will be their 3rd and final timeout. A huge pickup there by the offense. Indianapolis makes their way up to the line. And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. The offense sets up in a single back set. Go! And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. Third down. 8 yards to go. That will bring things to